The Patriots
that's
have
right.
added receiver JuJu Smith-Schuster on a 3-year deal, reportedly worth $33 million. I see some of the numbers. I don't see how much is guaranteed beyond this year. It could be a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
It kind of smells like a 1-year deal with a team option for the next 2. JuJu Smith-Schuster became a free agent 2 years ago, did a 1-year deal to stay with Pittsburgh, 1-year deal to go to the Chiefs. Now he goes to a place where he's got a lot riding on the ball getting in his hands. And, I don't know. How does he project into the current New England offense?
Yeah, I think it's one. You talk about what's riding on his career as far as getting the ball in his hands. They don't have like a go-to guy there right in New England right now, right? So you would think, hey, that's a positive for him. And they don't have a guy like him. When you really kind of look at their roster, it's a lot of, I'm not trying to even be funny here, skinnier, fast guy type of receivers, maybe that way. Not the physical, like, hey, I can go over the middle and do this and take some shots and break a tackle and spin off a guy like that. There's nobody on the New England football team that's like that. He's a good route runner still, and you can trust him over the middle because of his size. JuJu Smith-Schuster is one of those guys, when you see him in person, you go, holy shit, I didn't realize JuJu Smith-Schuster's that big, right? So he's great that way. He's almost like a smaller tight end, and that's how Kansas City used him for the most part, that way. And I think he'll kind of have that same role there. They got Tyquan Thornton on the outside, right? They got Kendrick Bourne still, right? I'm getting confused with all the free agents. They still got him, and now he can work the middle of the field and kind of do some of the dirty work there. And again, he's a quarterback-friendly guy because of that size he has. I think it's a good signing for the New England Patriots.
And look, he fits the old school New England offense. We don't see it as much in recent years, but having those guys out there that can do a lot of different things.
Exactly right.
Line up in different spots.
That's right.
Pedal to the metal with Billy O'Brien.
Yep.
And you go into no huddle and you start moving those pieces around. You get a Swiss Army knife guy that can do a bunch of different things.
Good at blocking in the run
game.
game.
For JuJu Smith-Schuster.
Right.
Here's my other concern, though.
Yeah.
The last time we saw a big personality receiver go to New England was Chad Johnson, and it didn't work. And I think that, when you check your individuality at the door, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes when you take away a guy's unique individual character, it's like cutting off Samson's hair.
Yes, it is.
And I made that observation at one point and tweeted it, and Chad Ochocinco Johnson either retweeted it or liked it or something. It's like, I think we're onto something.
Oh, no, you are.
It can just be so overwhelming when you strip away who someone is.
Right.
When you become a Stepford Patriot and you've never had to do that in your entire life. You're either ready for it at this point in your life to mature into that.
Yes.
Not that I'm saying it's immature to be individual and free-spirited, because I support that. I think we all should be who we are and not pretend to be someone else.
Right.
But when they expect you to leave that alone, can you still be a great player?
Yeah,
That's
right.
the question.
Right. Can they expect you to leave it alone or not be yourself to fit a way that they want you to be? Yeah, that's when it gets dicey, and we've seen that. But hey, Mike, to your point, I was there a little bit with the Chad Ochocinco thing, and there's no doubt. I'm sure he did like your tweet. I witnessed it. I saw it. He was like, a guy that had his mojo taken away from him because he was act this way, and we don't want you to be a distraction. And then it took away his juju, for lack of a better phrase, no pun intended there. It took away that his confidence, just everything about him. And there is that. I'll be interested with JuJu Smith-Schuster. How that effect it has on him. I think things have loosened up in New England a little bit. Over the years. I don't think it's exactly the same as the years Chad Ochocinco was there. But, hey, nonetheless, they need him. And, you put him, Hunter Henry, Devontae Parker, Tyquan Thornton, JuJu Smith-Schuster working over the middle of the field now. That's a pretty damn good group, and we know they got a pretty good O-line and a running game. And with Billy O'Brien, like you said, it certainly makes you think of their offense a little differently here.
Also adding running back James Robinson on a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
He had 1,070 rushing yards as an undrafted rookie in 2020 with the Jaguars. Traded last year to the Jets. He only appeared in 4 games, had maybe 29 touches, 29 rushing attempts for the Jets last year. They didn't tender him as a restricted free agent. He lands with the Patriots. 2 years. This is one of those up to up to $8 million, which means the base is going to be considerably less. He's going to have to play. He's going to have to play well to get that full $8 million over 2 years.
Yeah, that's. But again, they know Robinson. You said it. He's really a good player. I think he was maybe a little banged up last year too when he got to the Jets. That kind of maybe was a reason for him not getting the ball as much. But we've seen him do some special things there, at that position. And they got a good running back group altogether in New England. He's not going to be dependent on to be a bell cow or anything like that, and it should extend his career a little bit. So that's a good thing for him. But yeah, New England, as usual, kind of getting busy a day or 2 or 3 after free agency starts and trying to find some value signings like they usually do.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.